Hello, it's Mara from Houseplants, New Jersey. So, I don't know if you guys remember, but a while back, it was winter time. Now it's March, okay? So, during winter time, I had my philodendrons I have them in my dining room corner, and in that corner, I have baseboard heating. So it was like a little dryer. So I put them in Ziploc bags. So I have these like little face planters or whatever, and I put them into Ziploc baggies and stuff. So I haven't really opened them. I'll open them here and there, and I just want to see what's going on. All right. So I have my Ring of Fire, my Prince of Orange, which I don't really think is a Prince of Orange. I think it might be an Imperial Green. And then I also have my White Knight. So I want to just check up on them, and I'm going to start taking them out because this week it's supposed to be a lot warmer. So this is coming out. This is coming out. These two babies are new. The roots are pretty healthy in there, if you can see them. So we're gonna leave that out now, okay? So we're gonna leave it out, and we're gonna leave it on this container here, and we'll wait for it to get a little more root bound before we do anything. Now I'm taking off this one. Now this is my Ring of Fire. This guy was not doing well at all. And it actually looks like it needs some water. So, and there's new growth coming in everywhere. That's pretty cool. I'm excited about that. Let's do that. Let's water this. All right. I'm going to water it. You see the water going through this pot. I might actually have to bottom water it, because the water is... All right. So, wow. These are way better than I thought they were going to be. Okay. So we'll put that back in there. And then we have our White Knight, which this guy doesn't look like a White Knight at all at this point. Oh boy. We have a new leaf. So that's good. And we do have one leaf left with rotted, everything else is rotted all around it. The stem looks good. So we got that nice pink stem here. That's good. But all the other sheathings and everything, they're rotted off. So we're going to clean that off. I want to check the roots in the middle, which the whole thing just fell off. Not so good. We have some roots here. Yeah, those are healthy. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to... These roots are healthy, and there are nodes here. If you could see, there's nodes here. They're pretty soft. They're ready to go. Nodes. So what I'm going to do here is, you know what? I'll be right back. I want to get some hydrogen peroxide and water. And what we're going to do is we're going to rinse that off in that, and then put it back into the soil. And I'm going to run some peroxide through this soil. All right, hold on. Okay, so I'm back. So what we're going to do is I'm going to angle you down to my tray. I have hold on, let me move these plants out of the way that are doing better than I thought they were. All right. So I'm going to just put a little bit of hydrogen peroxide in this glass here, okay? And then I'm going to pour some water over it. So we're going to dilute that water. Then I'm going to take this piece off. Actually, I might just cut this bottom piece just so I can... There is some rot on here. Hold on another second. Okay, so these shears are clean, and I'm just gonna cut this bottom piece off. Okay, so you see that now there's nothing, there's no black, there's nothing, and I'm gonna just dip it in here. All right, and we're just gonna soak that for like a few minutes, probably like 10 minutes or something. Get off everything. All right, now with that, I also want to take this soil here, and we're just gonna run some hydrogen peroxide over the top of it, and you'll hear it like fizzing up and sizzling. Like, look at that. You see that sizzling? We're getting rid of whatever bacteria is in there. All right. And in this glass, I can actually see, if you ever did this before, you can actually see the fizzing happening on this stem. Okay? So we want to get that really nice and clean. I'm going to take off the rotted sheathing on the top. Okay, so now we have soaked this in peroxide and water for about 10 minutes now, maybe a little bit more actually, but I cleaned it off a little bit. Look at that stem. It's like really pretty healthy. I mean, that's a beautiful stem. So this is our white knight, all right? And then what we're gonna do is I'm gonna angle you back down again. So what we're gonna do is I'm gonna take this soil that it was in. Now I cleaned that out. I poured a little peroxide over that. So we're gonna make a big hole in the middle, okay? And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna just put it, now there are some roots on here, okay? You see those tiny, tiny little roots. So we're gonna just put this in to the soil and we're gonna push it down in there. And we're gonna push this in there and that's it, okay? Now I'm gonna put it back into its planter pot and hopefully that'll be enough for this guy to push out new growth, okay, for the spring. I'm just surprised at how much these guys grew over winter. Now I do want to clean off all these sheathings that are kind of like a little icky and rotty, and because they were in like 100% humidity. I mean, they were in a bag. So you open the bag every once in a while, but it does like leave everything kind of mushy and ugly. So we kind of want to make it a little prettier. Now the roots here are really good. I don't want to disturb them too much, but I am going to push this in a little bit further. And that's it. And I'm also going to make a little bit more. This isn't a chunky mix, so we don't really need to loosen up that soil too much because there's orchid bark in here and there's coarse perlite and all that. I'm just going to take all these ugly sheaths off. All right? And that's it. Then we're going to put this back into its pot. Back into its catch pot. All right, got that one there. I don't know if I need this. Yeah, all right, we'll leave it there like that. But like that one looks cool. Like look at the new leaves coming out, new leaves coming in here, new leaves coming in here. So those are good. All right. Now the ring of fire. These new leaves coming in here. If you could see, I'm bottom watering it right now only because it was so dry because I had the bag over the top. But these leaves, they're pretty good. The only thing I'm going to take off is this one here. There's new shoots coming in from the soil. We're gonna take out that other one, and that is a new shoot coming into the soil. So I'm gonna take this right off. This leaf here, it's like, it's not doing so well. But all the rest of them, like there's new growth here, and new growth here. So we're going to leave that alone. I'm gonna keep bottom watering it, and then I'll put it back into its catch pot. All right, but these guys here, I mean, they did way better than I thought they were gonna do this winter. I was actually gonna name this video my philodendron failures, but it turned out they didn't fail. They blew me away when I opened those bags up and actually looked in and took them out and everything. I think they might fare pretty well over the spring and summer months. I am gonna put them back into that corner where the heat is a little drier, even though I don't really want to put them back there, but I mean, that's where they're gonna stay if they do well over there in the spring and summer. We're good to go. We're good to go. If not, I mean, there's only so much I can do, and I'm gonna have to throw them out. That's it. All right. All right. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching. Thank you for, if you like this video, like, subscribe, comment. That would be great. And if you have any suggestions for me, definitely comment and share that suggestion. I would really appreciate it. All right, have a good night.